it would seem that the bodies of really prominent male members of the society would be burned and cremated and put into urns that were often shaped like huts. And other, lesser members and women would be instead inhumated and put alongside these highlighted cremation burials. And there's grave goods. And the necropolis is used from about the 10th century into the 9th century BCE. After that, they moved the necropolis away further east. And that is probably one of the earliest signs that somebody has an idea that the form can serve for something else. And the only reason why you stop burying in a place is because the dead, carry a certain impurity. They're dangerous beings to a certain extent. And so you don't want to have them where you're doing something else. You don't want to have them where you're having some religious rituals. You don't want to have them where you live. And so the pushing away of the forum necropolis, so-called Temple Cratum, is probably the first step towards reclaiming that piece of real estate and making it into something else. And it happens as early as the 9th century.
This simple cultural level in the 9th and 8th centuries BCE was the way Rome actually looked. It was a series of villages on the hills, tribal groups just beginning to get together, a world of simple carts and draft animals, sheep pens and round huts. Here in the Umbrian community of Blera, Angelo Bartoli and his group diligently reconstruct the early Iron Age on his 6-acre ranch. He runs a camp for those hardy souls who want to learn how to make things in the ancient way.
Allora, noi qui abbiamo creato un centro di archeologia sperimentale e studiamo forme di vita dell'uomo che ci ha preceduto, dell'uomo dell'antichità in prevalenza. Abbiamo due percorsi. Uno è un percorso didattico che usufruiscono bambini dalle scuole elementari fino alle università. Questi pali che reggevano così.
Angelo Bartoli is rebuilding huts in the style of the time of the first rulers of Iron Age Rome. Later Romans would come to honor their mythical founders Romulus and Remus by showing their hut village right here on the Palatine hill in Rome. If Romulus and Remus really existed, their world was simple and modest. But the legend of Romulus over the years has, of course, well, expanded.
From the catastrophe of earthquakes and the fury of the elements. And here, 750 years before the advent of Christianity, a mighty legend is born. Romulus and Remus, twin boys abandoned on the banks of the ancient Tibur, found and suckled by a she-wolf. Their destiny to found the city of Rome, land possessed by the pagan Sabines, a tribe addicted to strange orgiastic fertility rites.
But the people who made Rome rise from its simple origins may not have been the Latins at all. Ancient Italy had many groups before Rome became great. And there were Greeks settling in the south of Italy and on Sicily, bringing their technology with them and constructing enormous temples like those found at Peston near modern Naples. North of the Latins in Rome, there was another group. Italian archaeologist Perecle Ducati named them after ruins discovered near the town of Villanova. Arriving in north-central Italy before 1000 BCE, they exploited the metal-rich areas of the region, and they developed key towns such as Cerveteri and Tarquinia. Trading and mingling with Greeks, Phoenicians of ancient Carthage in North Africa, and even the Latins, they developed into the people north of Rome whom we call the Etruscans.